You are now tuning in to Dada Do TV. Sit back and enjoy your ride.
What's the deal? Should go down to the live in effect. I'm going on another episode to say that. And I am sitting here with the one and only Felicia Small. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, first of all, my name is Felicia Small. I'm a mother of three grown children. and I have about 9 grandchildren.
Where you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Okay. So, Felicia is an author. And she started her very first book. Tell me about it.
My book is about my childhood, growing up, and how it was in the house with my father.
Mm-hmm. So it's mainly about your father. But did you grow up in a 2-parent home?
Yes, I did. It was a 2-parent home, but it's mostly about my father and his abuse.
From childhood till when did this start?
Until I was a teenager.
So you was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think the things that occurred when you were going through this abuse affect you as an adult now today?
Mentally, yes.
So like you got childhood trauma from it?
Mm-hmm. Basically.
And do you think how the things you went through, did it affect your kids? When you raised your kids, did you raise them different? Or did you feel like you had struggled with certain things that your mom endured as well?
No, I raised them different. I didn't allow my first husband to stay in our lives because of his abuse. So my girls, I didn't want my girls to grow up thinking that was okay.
So you had to break the cycle.
Yes.
So do you think any of your children endured that in their relationships, abuse?
No, I don't think so.
That's good. See, that's the thing for me too. I think as a child, when you endure stuff, when you get older, like your only right is to change it, so that you don't have to have your children go through that.
Right.
Which is dope. So how many chapters are going to be in your book?
I'm thinking maybe about 5.
5 chapters?
Mm-hmm. I'm only on the 3rd chapter.
So
right
you're almost
now.
done.
Mm-hmm.
When do you plan on dropping this, releasing?
I want to say before the end of this year.
Oh, that's almost on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
Do you think things that you spoke about in the book, your family will be okay with it once they read it? Or do you think there'll be well, you should have never mentioned that going on? Like for, let's say your mom or your siblings, they read the book and they feel like, well, you should never talk about that in your book. Do you think that they're going to feel that way?
No, I don't think they will. I think they'll be happy about the book. And because my mom had overcome a lot of struggles. Mm-hmm. So I think she wouldn't mind.
So you think she'll be okay with you bringing light to her situation?
Yes.
That's cool. Because this definitely wasn't... See, sometimes parents think like, oh, that was my situation. You don't have the right to talk about it. But it was our situation. Mm-hmm. Because you were the adult.
Right.
And I was the kid, I still endured the same pain.
Mm-hmm.
And right. I think that's super dope. So, I'm not going to keep you long. But how do you think you're going to go forward with another book? Or you just going to write this one and this is it? Or do you think you're walking down the aisle of being an author?
Yeah, I plan on doing another book.
You think you can write a book on each one of your kids?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
If you had right now, right? If you had the option to write a book about each one of your kids, what would the titles be for all 3 of your girls? All individually. From the oldest to the youngest.
The first one will probably be Growing Pains.
Okay. That's cool. That's a tight title, actually.
Right. And for the second child, I'm not sure yet.
She's not sure because her daughter's in the room.
Right.
So we can let that one slide. And that's my wife you're talking about. So she had to be very careful about it. Alright, so what about the baby?
The baby, I don't know, a title for her. Probably miscommunication.
Well, we don't want to know what she's going to say about the middle child, then, because you know, we got growing pains, miscommunication, and then nothing. But that sounds all good. I wish you the best on all your endeavors with the writing and keep going. And I want to read this book. So I've got the pleasure of reading some of the book because I'm dope like that. But I definitely want to finish reading and see what the ending tells because it was a really dope story. And I think everybody would be great to read that story. So thank you so much for coming on and say that with me, Mama.
All right,
I appreciate that. Tell the title of the book.
There's different titles to each chapter.
Okay, so overall is just what?
Right, I haven't
just found the overall title.
Right, not yet.
Okay. Well, when that book is released, we're gonna do a pickup interview and talk about it and have a copy of it.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
All right, and thank you for having me.
It's your girl, Dr. Live in Effect. You heard what I said. I'm sitting here with Felicia Small. No S at the end. Don't get it fucked up. 8 out.